everybody. Welcome. It's time for Talking Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of funky. Hi, Fia's here. My friend, my spiritual connection person. Welcome to another edition of Talking Shit. We have a beautiful, beautiful person here.
Speaking of talking shit, wow, what a segue! Let's talk some shit. Speaking of talking shit, let's go to Fia. How you doing, Fia? Well, I mean, not eating shit today. Did I eat shit this morning? Anyway, let's talk. Let's shovel it.
I was talking to Fia on the phone the other day, and I said, please come and do my show. And the first words out of her mouth were, yes, and where is it? And I'm really, really grateful for that, and I really appreciate you coming down. We've had a lot of fun lately. We had a friend of ours on here who was a Republican.
That's nice. I have a lot of shit to talk about those fuckers. Can we say the swear word on this?
I mean, the name of the show is Talking Shit.
Talking shit, yeah.
I'm gonna get right into it politically.
Okay.
Like, what for you?
Oh, no.
I mean, before we start, I mean, we talked a little bit about gay rights.
Yes.
I mean, it seems like that's one of your the pet peeves. And can you talk a little bit about that? Like, what's your problem with? I
just think it's ridiculous that for anybody to have any problem with anybody being gay. I mean, I have a problem with a lot of straight people, and I'm straight.
Right.
I mean, my gay friends have better fucking marriages than the fucking straight people in the world, and I just think a lot of white Republican rich guys are fucking the world up. Seriously, they're fucking the planet up. It's just, they're just guys, straight guys are fucking the planet up. It's like all about big business.
Yeah.
And then it's just like if gay men were ruling the planet, right? There wouldn't be any of this animal cruelty. You wouldn't be like slavery and shit like that.
Right.
It wouldn't be like, it's like, kids, come over here. Let's all have a good time. Dress nicely. Look fabulous, girls. There wouldn't be this bloodshed in the fucking world. You think that if the gay guys were over in the Sudan, there wouldn't be fucking warlords. Everybody'd be like, honey, let's just get some better tartan pillows.
Right.
I just have I don't know. I'm on tangents here, but I just feel like politically for people to take a stance against, two men getting married is just like, what are we in the frickin' dark ages here?
Yeah,
it's really fucked up.
It's very draconian.
It's so stupid. It's just like it's just like we're beyond that. Yeah, I mean,
isn't it like that with
totally
everything that's happening? Like with the election, the old white men were mad. With
exactly.
this, the old white men.
It's always the old white men.
Yeah. What's wrong with
it? They just get diabetes and fucking die. just keep eating Paula Deen before she got healthy, so we just rid our planet of these fuckers. I swear to God, it's just like they're just. I'm so sick of it. It's like white men that it's all in the Senate. I mean, it's just
my next comment was about Harry Reid, and now he won't do a certain part of the gun legislation and gun control because he feels that it's not going to pass. So therefore, we all have to kind of like eat shit, and those babies that were gunned down. What do you think about the gun control?
I think the NRA and all that stuff. I mean, I think it's completely. That's fucked up. I mean, we should definitely pass those laws. Nobody should be having semi-automatic weapons
for deer hunting.
Give me, maybe for hunting those fucking white guys.
But it's like
we're Dick Cheney.
Yeah, but like we're hunting a abominable snowman, so we need 100
seriously
rounds.
I mean, you do not. I mean, plus that kid the kid that shot all those beautiful children. Right. He was his mother. That was his mother's semi-automatic weapon. I mean, come on, it's just so fucked up. So I mean, it's the white men that are trying to are into the NRA that are trying to to put a gridlock filibuster with that being passed. And it's we're never going to get anything passed. Right. Whether it's gun control, it's gay rights,
it's voting rights,
or it's the environment. It's all a filibuster.
Well, they say that there's no
we're not getting anything done. The fracking. I mean, the fracking's ruining the planet. Right. So
it doesn't seem like they just want to live here as long as they live here and
just fuck the planet up. Like, let's shoot everybody up.
Yeah, let's get rid of
Social Security. Take the money. Get rid of Social Security. We have enough money. Let's just frack. We're not going to drink the water.
So frack it.
Frack it. Fuck it. Frack it. You can't fuck it. You frack it. You frack it and fuck it. Woo! Frack it and fuck it. Whoa! Get down and frack. get down and crack those motherfucking white guys. My mother should not say this.
Well, how did your
terrible.
How did your career get started? I want to know that. I know it's a horrible transition.
It got started in the fracking world.
Somebody fracked it.
Somebody fracked me, and I was like, "Woo! Fuck that fracking! Woo!"
How did you? What made you want to do it? I mean, I watched you on YouTube, and you were hilarious. You were talking about all this stuff, and it was. I mean, there were women crying with laughter when they listened to you. How did you get started? What made you want to? Because I know you do acting too.
I'm an actress and a comedian and a writer, and I got started, ever since, I feel like I got started the minute I came out of my mother's womb, just because we were so different, and my father was, he was a painter, God rest his soul, he was a painter, and he dabbled a little bit in acting. Not acting professionally, but he would do plays. He did Mr. DePina and You Can't Take It With You, and he was so funny. He wore like this polyester toga, and I remember it was like the church play, and he had all this white stuff in his hair to make him look older, and he came, Mr. DePina is the character. Do you know that play at all?
No, not familiar.
Anyway, the character hides in the basement, and he comes on with these giant explosives, and he's like, "Look what I found!" And I remember my dad was so excited about playing Mr. DePina that he almost fell off the stage with his toga, and I was like, "Dad, back up!" So I just kind of feel like I was kind of bit by that. Like, Dad was really funny. He had a great sense of humor. Loved when I would imitate people. So I think I started acting when I was 8. My father was like, "Can you please imitate me?" Because my father had a weird cluck thing. He sounded like a Kalahari Bushman. He'd go like this. "Jeez, man, that was funny. Can you do that again?" He'd literally go like this. Like this weird clucking thing. We were in a restaurant. And I think the busboy used to be from the Kalahari. He was like, it was like the antelope or pronging or something. Right. But so from very young, I was always doing skits, imitating. So I was kind of I segued into acting. Just it was a natural thing for me to kind of go into that. I loved characters and I did so many one-person shows in New York. So I went to NYU, went to drama school, the Tisch School of the Arts. Love that. I've written about 15 one-person shows and love to do so. So
you're writing and you're doing things. Okay, so we're running out of time. My next question is, what are you working on? What new stuff are you doing, or what things have you done that haven't been produced just yet, or what are some of the projects?
Well, I'm right now.
Because you told me about one that was really special, so I'm trying to.
We'll plug that. Yeah. Eddie Murphy, if you're watching, when I'm going to play this frickin' drag queen. I actually was listening to Dream Girls soundtrack. I think you'd be really good, or Jesse Martin.
Yeah.
What we were talking about. So I'm basically, what I'm really kind of focusing, I do stand up a couple nights a week, but I also am really focusing on my writing. I've written several screenplays, like 1.5 million other people in Los Angeles. But I am a really good writer, and I've got a writing partner now, but I wrote a project called Pepper, inspired by Pepper LaBeija from Paris is Burning, which you have to see.
Yeah, you've told me.
You've got to see that on Netflix. You'll see that.
You're not going to come back to talk shit.
You got to see that talk shit. You got to see the mother of the house of LaBeija. I mean, she is it. She was it. She's not around anymore, but this person's character really inspired me. And then in conjunction with the fact that Pepper is about a black drag queen or drag artist, because I don't want to offend the drag world, who is living in New Orleans, and she's losing everything. She's drinking herself basically into the ground. She's lost her sister. Her parents blame her because her sister OD'd and everything, and the parents basically disown her because she's gay and a drag queen. They don't understand it. Right. And so basically she crossed paths with this little white girl who's really fucked up. Cassie is kind of like Tatum O'Neal in Paper Moon, but slash Elizabeth Salander from Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, who's 9 years old, smoking cigarettes, got a mohawk, and they cross paths, and they basically become the family they never had, and there's a chance for forgiveness and second chances. And then Pepper finds love with Howard, who's actually, his wife died and he was always in the closet until he met Pepper. It's a very sweet love story.
And you wrote all
I wrote all that, and I have great characters in it. I wrote parts for Miss Coco, Peru, Varla Jean Merman, Sherry Vine. These are people watching this that
I don't know if you know who Peaches Christ is, but she's a friend of Talking Shit.
Yeah.
I would love for you to communicate with her.
Sure.
I think that she would be interested.
I secretly want to be a drag queen.
Right, yeah, but he's got his own production company, and he does a lot of shit. And he gave us an interview. We went down to San Francisco, and we set it up with Heather Marazzo. I don't know if you know her. She was in Hostel. She was...
in Hostel.
Welcome to the Dollhouse, the little girl with the glasses.
Right. Yes.
She like volunteers. She's like a volunteer executive producer for us. And so we met him through her, and I think that you could probably communicate with her.
Sure, I'd love to talk to Peaches.
Yeah, and Peaches.
Seriously, I mean, I just feel like what's really important about this film, about this is that it doesn't preach about gay rights. But it shows you it doesn't
being
matter
human, maybe?
what fucking color you are or what you've got a dick, you got a vagina, I don't care.
Right.
Some people are wonderful. It's like the love and the spirit of being a mother to another person, whether you're a gay man, you're a straight man, there are single parents, single fathers, single mothers, gay, straight, whatever.
Love is an action, right? It's not a color.
It's not about any of that. And what really made me upset is that I had Pepper that was very inspirational, and then I heard that in Miami-Dade, gay couples are not allowed to adopt children because they're gay. And I was like, so these kids rot in foster care and allowing them to be adopted. Yeah. So I took it a step further, and then I looked at this. I found another story about this guy that was, he and his wife, they're black, and his sister was she was in social services, and she told him about this little girl, a white girl that needed a home, that somebody needed to adopt her that had been in foster care, and so they adopted her. And there was so much reverse racism for them. Right. Because they were black with this little white girl, and people come up to this little girl and go like, oh my God, are you okay? And it's like, no, those are my parents. Right. But it's like, yet white parents can adopt black kids,
children,
and they're just
it's
just fucked up. Yeah. It doesn't, again, who gives, and that's the problem with this country. I just think in general, it's just, I mean, you look at elephants that bond with like a dog, or like a monkey that will bond with
with the lizard.
With a lizard, I mean, it's like with a lady that bonded with a monkey, and that turned out. He got pissed and ripped her friend's face off, which was terrible. But it's I think it's a really wonderful story, and I have some really cool people reading it. I've got my manager that's getting it out. Excellent. So I need to get the right people, so I know it will find the right family.
And I think that your heart is so huge and big. It's going to happen. I mean, this little thing we're doing is just sort of slowly kind of blowing up into something. I want to serve people, though. I want to connect with people like you, who can connect with people like Peaches, who can talk to Heather. I want like that telephone thing. I don't want to just be so self-centered that I'm going to tell people when they should have an abortion, or when they should marry someone, or how much money they should give to Wall Street instead of Social Security. I don't want to be like that kind of a person. My last thing I was going to have you do, and you've been doing it ever since you got it, I wanted you to talk some shit about something. And you
let me talk some shit.
Yeah, I just want you to unload. Like what's on your radar that, besides some of the other things, or if you want to revisit those, what's really on your mind? Like what the fuck?
Well, I'll tell you what the fuck's going on. Right. I met you know the story, but I met this guy a couple of years ago. Fucking asshole. Met him on Match.com. Actually, he was Arab. Met him on SuicideLovers.com. Don't give up before the fucking disaster happens. You too could be held hostage in a fucked up toxic relationship in a cave. Thank God I had water. He would always be like, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. And I was like, yeah, that's easy for me to say. I've got a fucking thing of dynamite strapped to my back. He was just like, insane, but I fell in love with this guy. And now I look back on the first date. The minute he talked about, seriously, on a first date, first of all, he was a little touchy-feely, the Brian Setzer concert, but I thought he was cute. He had a little too much ear hair. A little touchy-feely. When we get back to the restaurant, we're at a Bright Spot in Echo Park, I'm enjoying my kind of vegan kind of whatever thing, my tofu on my salad. And he's talking about dating. He dated a gypsy. What the fuck, you Borat? Like a vagine, like slave. I don't know. Talk about dating a gypsy, all this weird stuff. A gypsy, a stripper, and then he referred to his ex-wife as a fucking wretch. Danger, danger, danger. I'm just like, can we get some more coffee? I should have just run at that point. I mean, I knew I had that instinct. I mean, come on.
You didn't listen to yourself.
So I didn't listen to my gut. So basically, if I can just public service message, if you see the red flag, it's not green. It's fucking red.
Yeah, right,
so anyway,
when
I unloaded, and where we are now, after a year, I had to sue him because he wouldn't, I had to sue this guy. All the money we spent, he countersued me. All the money we spent on lawyers, we could have bought a whole other house. So it was so fucked up. And so I moved out finally, and we're going to sell the house.
And
we're going to sell the house, and
they all live happily ever after.
We all live happily ever after. I lost most of my money, probably all of it, but But it was like, I kind of look at it like it was Bernie Madoff, you know what I mean? I made a bad business decision. So,
well, and also you're going to be... Yeah, go ahead.
The moral of the story is, if he talks about gypsy strippers and his wife is a fucking wretch, he's an asshole! He's crazy! Okay? So, talk shit. It's shit. If it's shit, it's shit. You don't dress it up, okay?
Right,
this is, it's not Christian Dior. It's a pile of shit. So, anyway.
I'm really happy for you, and I'm really grateful that you came out. And
I hope I don't sound like a bitter bitch.
No. You know what? You're
Don't
amazing.
give her a semi-automatic weapon. No, I'm just kidding. I would get those if I had one. I would get the guys that kill the elephants in the Cameroon. That's what I would do. I swear to God, like I'm this far away from a ski mask. I love people. Wouldn't hurt people. I would just get the people in the Sudan that kill those women, do horrible things to women and the children, and then the elephants. Those people can go. Those people can go. Right?
Maybe they can go live. They can go live on Mitt Romney's planet.
They can go away. We can get rid of them.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, woo!
No, we're gonna have you back. You're what we need. Fia is here. Fia is leaving, and so am I. That's all the time we have now for talking shit.
Fia is not going to be talking anymore.
No, you will. We can also Skype you too. I would like to do you once a month.
Do me.
No, no, I'm saying once. I don't want to frack you, honey.
Okay, baby.
But I'm just saying once a month.
Okay.
We could Skype. We could Skype you, and you could talk as much shit as you want.
Okay,
like a little special segment, like once it's time for Fia to talk shit.
I'll talk shit. Oh yeah, we'll talk.
And then you can update us on where you're going to be and what you're going to be doing and the projects.
That sounds great.
We have just made an arrangement with Fia.
Oh, can I have a little plug?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please watch I have a web series called inappropriatefairytales.com. It's very funny. You've seen it.
Yes.
So please watch it.
Yeah.
It's a whole new dirty spin on fairy tales.
Ooh. That's all the time we have for talking shit. Thank you so much. Bye.